And it's Chicago to start out. So with Devont sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. They've got Artest. Malone is out there with Howard. And it's Andre Kirilenko. And it's SGA in at the point.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Artest kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Howard with it. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Pippen.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He still got a good outcome.
Five to shoot. Screen by Malone. Artest releases from the wing and drills it.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Here's Thurman. Pass to Thompson. To the paint. And Pippen with the basket. The assist by Thompson.
Yeah, Pippen using those long arms inside to get shots off. Feels like no one can guard him down low.
Here's Artest. He's covered by Thompson. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Chicago grabs the miss.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
Stolen by Artest. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Malone.
Chicago foul. Nate Thurman. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Malone. It's Kirilenko on the wing. Outside Artest. Clock at 6. And then Malone with the dunk.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now here's Tatum. Check his screen on Artest. Tatum passes to Thompson. Tatum setting the pick for Pippen. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to SGA. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Releases. Pins the shot with nobody near him.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
To the middle. Here's Thompson. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Lets the free fly. Trains it from beyond the arc. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Shoots the 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Thompson. A 3-ball. Cranes the 3-pointer. Thompson's got his second basket of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's SGA. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
One shot.
And And so it's the Sacramento Kings holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Back right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Kings are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified some weaknesses, and they are exploiting them.
They've got Pippen. He's out there with Klay Thompson. Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Tatum, and it's Thurman in at the power forward position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Now here's Tatum. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Jason Tatum keeping the main thing the main thing. He said there are players that get caught up in the lifestyle, and they choose that over the game. The money is a plus, yes, but I truly love the game because I love basketball, not for the things that come with it. Guys?
You'll love to hear it. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Here's Tatum following the basket by Dwight Howard. Knocks it loose.
Fantastic defense, giving full effort.
Pass to SGA. Back to Artest. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the Flames.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And the Bulls decide to take their first time out here. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Down by 12. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Team foul.
That one is on Artest.
Now look, from the moment he stepped into this league, Jason Tatum has been a difference maker. Every team in the league is looking for guys like him. Long, athletic, and most importantly, winners.
And that one falls for Tatum. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Sacramento leading by 11. Kirilenko kicks to SGA. There's the triple. And it's Artest missing.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Pippen against Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Thompson. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
I just love how fast Thompson gets his shot off. It makes him so much more lethal.
Thompson against Artest. Right side, Gilgeous-Alexander. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Bulls trail by 9. Thompson for 3. Rebounded by Howard. There's 1:26 left to play in the first half. Artest the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Artest. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander nails the wide-open jump shot. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 12.
And this is SGA's role. He's out here to score and score often.
Thompson outside. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Pass to Artest. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Really left alone that time. He's got 14.
Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
He's locked in with his teammates right now, setting guys up in perfect position.
Here's SGA. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. SGA on the wing. And it's good off the back rim and in. SGA's got 8 here in the quarter.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
And here's Pippen. Inside. With 1 on the clock. No good. And we've reached halftime in this one. It's Sacramento up by 10. And we'll be back with you right after this. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has been exceptional here tonight, guys.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
With Divac sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Malone is out there with Howard. Then there's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Artest, and it's Kirilenko in at the 3.
And really, there's no reason why Howard can't at least be boxed out. When he comes up with these rebounds, it's night-night for the defense.
Now here's Pippen. O'Neal outside. It's Clay off the drive. He gets that one. Thompson's got 12 points in the game.
Look, we've seen Thompson fill it up in a hurry before. Scoring comes, let's just say, easy to him.
Here's Artest. 5 points in the game. And the basket by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Quite simply, he is carrying this team, doing most of the work scoring-wise.
And Thompson kicks to Pippen. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
And I like what the defense is thinking here, but Pippen gets physical inside and insists on getting to his shot.
Now, here is Artest. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Chicago calls timeout. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander really making a difference here.
And he's in a complete groove right now. I don't think they can stop him altogether, but they at least need to make him work a little harder than he has been.
Here you go, fans. Time to get up and make some noise.
Bulls trail by 11. Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the 3rd quarter. The shot by Thompson, no good.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Pass to Pippen. O'Neal a screen on SGA. The Bulls with another miss. Kings leading now by 11. Artest the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
At the line for 3.
That free throw good from SGA. And he's good on the second. And he makes all 3.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Bounce pass, Pippen. Pass to Thompson. Takes a 3. 6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys.
And this is Thompson's calling card. An exceptional shooter from downtown.
And here's our test. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
And he's doing it all himself, shouldering the offensive load in effortless fashion right now.
Thompson left side. Pippen outside. Tatum setting the pick for Pippen. Tatum no good. Kings leading now by 13. Pass to SGA. Stolen by Pippen. SGA with the steal. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. And he gets it to go. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 26 points.
Always producing results. Gilgeous-Alexander has proven to be such a reliable scorer.
Here's Pippen. To the inside. Deflects the pass. On the outside of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Shot clock at 5. Thompson for the triple. Buries it from three-point range. Thompson's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Kings lead by 12. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Pippen is out there with Thompson. Then it's Tatum. Then there's Shaquille O'Neal. And it's Thurman in at the 4. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. And here's Tatum for 3. The offensive rebound. Yep, that one goes in there. Shaq's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Bulls. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Sacramento Kings. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now, here is our test. Here's the 3. And it's Shaq with the rebound.
Yeah, but the defense was determined not to give him an inch of free space.
Pippen, the pass to Thurman. Here's the teardrop. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Well, Thurman is an intimidating presence at center. He's athletic, strong, and an elite defender. Also determined to attack the glass.
And he makes the first. And he can't hit the second. Kings leading now by 9. Here's SGA. Takes the 13-footer. Rebounded by Tatum.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
It's Pippen on the wing. Guarded by Kirilenko. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You've got to focus on the details.
The Bulls call timeout. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what the Bulls coach was going over with his team. He told his guys to, quote, turn it up, going on to say, only way we get out of this hole is with effort, incredible effort. So show me what you can do out there. It's a big ask, but we'll see what happens. Back to you.
Thank you once again, Allie. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. The catch and the flush. O'Neal.
And this is why Shaq's teammates lob it up to him. They trust him to finish that alley-oop.
SGA. And it misses.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Now O'Neal. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Kings leading now by 7. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Rips it down with 2 hands.
And the strength of Howard is tremendous, which makes him hard to stop when he catches it that low.
Pippen feeling it out a bit. Tatum outside. Shot clock at 6. Shaq is screen on Artest. He's off from 3. And so it's SGA with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now here is Artest. Here's SGA. Does not go in. 50 seconds left in the fourth. Tatum with it. Picked up by Artest. O'Neal.
And sometimes Shaq is impossible to guard without fouling. He's this, like, overwhelming presence.
At the line for Chicago, Shaquille O'Neal. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Well, sending Shaq to the line here is, on paper, the smart foul, but O'Neal might just make them regret it.
That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 8.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Malone against Shaq. Now, here is Artest. D right on him. Rebounded by Tatum. So it's Chicago now. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
So the Kings win it. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Now the starting group for San Antonio. They've got Nikola Jokic. Davis out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Gilmore in at the 4 slot. And the basket by Curry.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad 3 for Steph.
Pass to Nowitzki. And there's a pick. Back to Leonard. Clock at 6. George for 3. Counted from distance.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Jokic. The 3 from Curry. The rebound by Nowitzki. And the 76ers with possession. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I was able to catch up with Nick Nurse. He told me there's no real way to stop Nikola Jokic. He can score on anyone, and when you try to double him, he dissects you with his passing, which is arguably his most dangerous trait. Coach continued, you can pick your poison with Joker, but either way, you are getting poisoned. Back to you guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Curry gets the bucket.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Leonard looking around. Davis with the block. To the inside. And the dunk by Jokic.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Here's Worthy. He's covered by Curry. A nice shot by Worthy.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Curry. He's got 5. From behind the arc. Drains the triple. Curry's got 8 points.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Olajuwon passes to Leonard. Ooh, he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Some really tough defense inside, but Leonard won't back down. I mean, he's just scrappy. He wants to make the defense work twice as hard.
Leonard taking 2 shots.
That free throw misses.
And you know, guys, I mean, he is a solid free throw shooter. And, of course, Leonard has everything in his game.
Good on the second one. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. Curry against Leonard. Pass to Kidd. Back to Curry. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Perfect bounce pass leading to the basket. That's just great teamwork.
Leonard passes to Nowitzki. Here's Worthy. For 3, George. Davis with a rebound. San Antonio leading by 6. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Here's Kidd. No made baskets yet. 6 to shoot. Jokic passes to Davis. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic.
Nice work from AD. He finds his comfort zone behind the three-point line.
First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
I mean, what do you expect when you give him the clear look? That's just too easy.
Well, the key is to take what the defense allows. That is smart basketball.
Here's Kidd. Pass to Jokic. Takes a 3. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Stephen Curry getting it done for the San Antonio Spurs. He put together 10 points in the quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, guys, before we move on, what do you think about the Spurs at this point?
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Worthy in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter. Back to Curry. Fires from deep. Curry buries the triple.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Olajuwon. And that one is stuffed right through. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. Leonard against Curry. Pass to Kidd. Back to Curry. Over Leonard. Here's Gilmore. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Gilmore's gotten his first points in this one.
Well, that's just a mistake on defense. No one got a body on him.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Leonard finds George. Leonard outside. Shot clock at 6. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Jokic in the post. George defending.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
And here's Curry for 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
It's just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Well, they're making something very difficult look simple right now.
Now here's Leonard.
I like when Kawhi forces the issue, making the defense compromise with the foul.
And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist numbers.
And the first one at the line is good. And Leonard drops them both. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Curry passes to Kidd. Back to Curry. Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's San Antonio converting.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Pass to Olajuwon. Now here's George. Here's Worthy. He's covered by Curry. From deep. Nowitzki. Pass to Leonard. For 3. George. Rebound collected by Anthony Davis. And Davis has got the ball here for the Spurs. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Kidd the pass to Jokic, and the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. Pass to Nowitzki. The 3 is up. Sinks the tray. Nowitzki's got 5 now.
Well, the defense is going to try to shut down certain things, but it's impossible to deny everything. That's a skilled play right there.
Here's Kidd. Still without a bucket. The 3 from Curry. And Curry with the answer 3.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
Davis against Leonard. Shoots over Davis. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we finished off one half of play. Spurs out in front, leading by 10. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Fans, let's wrap it up and get ready for your Pocket Light Arena Entertainment.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
There is nothing better than watching scorers get their points within the flow of the offense.
'76ers trail by 10. So on the floor for the Spurs, they've got Stephen Curry. Davis out there with Nikola Jokic. And it's Kidd in at the 1 spot.
And that was a good read from Leonard, noticing the overcommitment and exploiting it.
Here's Curry following the score by Philadelphia. Pass to Kidd. Back to Curry from about 19. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Here's Worthy over to the left wing. Again, the Sixers score.
And he knows he can make this shot. I mean, clearly there's no indecision for him from there.
Well, his great advantage is that he can shoot over the top of almost any defender.
Back to Curry. And it's going to be a 3-second call. 76ers trail by 8. So Nick Nurse has decided to call timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Fans, get up and start moving with your mascot and let's dance.
you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. For three, Nowitzki. That one's good. Nowitzki's got 12 points.
Well, the combination of his length with that shooting range makes him a huge part of this offense.
Jokic passes to Curry, lets it go from deep, and Worthy pulls it down.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
George outside, pass to Leonard. Leonard double team. Now George. Back come the Spurs in transition. AD doing what he does.
Yeah, talk about guys that like to go right to the rim. AD is towards the top of that list.
Leonard for three. Rebound by San Antonio. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter. Curry passes to Kidd. Back to Curry. He hits the back iron and sinks it. And now it's a 9-point San Antonio lead.
He's been carrying the load on offense in this one, and he might as well keep looking for his shot the way he's been going.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Curry against Leonard. Pass to Kidd. And here's Jokic. No good that time. And George with some nice D. Here's Nowitzki. Now here's Leonard. He's covered by Curry. It's Leonard with a good look inside.
Oh, this is why you get Leonard the ball inside and just let him go to work.
Kidd, the pass to Gilmore. There's 39 seconds left in the third. Curry's shot is off.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
No debate there. He got hammered.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line for two, James Worthy.
First one falls for him. That one's no good. San Antonio leading by 4. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pass to Curry. Here's Kidd over Leonard. Good shot by Kidd, no good. Up top, George. Checked by Davis. Shot by Leonard, no good. The third quarter comes to a close. San Antonio on top, up 4. And don't go away. We'll be back in a few moments. It'll be the fourth quarter of basketball coming up next. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. We've got Paul George, and it's Olajuwon in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. So it's Philadelphia now. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Pass to Nowitzki. Down low. Unloads. And it's blocked. And so it looks like it'll be Philadelphia ball. Three on the clock. Philadelphia moving it around. Leonard for 3. Rebound by San Antonio. Gilmore's got 4 rebounds in the game. Kidd, the pass to Gilmore. Now here's Curry. Launches a three. It's rebounded by Olajuwon. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. Leonard outside. Driving in. Jokic with a rebound. Spurs lead by 6. Now Curry. Here's Kidd. He launches. Yes, sir, with the three.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Had a chance to find out what Nick Nurse was discussing with his players. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Allie, thank you. Now here's George. Leonard. Oh, Leonard right through the defender.
Inside, Leonard has so many go-to moves. He knows how to get by into a shot.
Now Jokic. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. In the paint. Jokic going off.
Such a powerfully built man. I mean, Jokic seems to just brush off the foul from the opposition.
Free throw drops for Jokic. 76ers trail by 10. A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. That's what he wanted!
Ooh, how sick was that, guys? I mean, he makes defenders look silly with moves like that.
Here's Kidd. George defending. Outside Curry. Shoots it up. And he gets the jumper to fall.
And it only makes sense to give him the rock again. He put the team on his back all game.
Well, the volume has been there, but so has the efficiency, which is why they're in control of this game.
Jokic with a rebound. And so Curry will bring it up for San Antonio. Jokic outside. Here's Davis. 51 seconds left in the game. Oh, he can't get the layup. So it's Philadelphia now. It's a 10-point game. Down it goes. Here's Kidd. George defending. Puts it up from 15. Oh, no good.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
Nice deflection there. Really trying to disrupt their offensive flow.
Yeah, that'll give them something to think about.
Four seconds separating the shot and game clock. The triple drop.
And when you look at the numbers over the last few years, it's clear that George has made a jump as a playmaker.
And that's an intentional foul.
Second team foul. Shooting for San Antonio, Jason Kidd. 2 shots.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that increases the lead to 6. And Philadelphia calls time here. They're down by 6. From a coaching perspective, what are the keys to focus on here?
The game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
And it has to be a quick hitter. There is no time to waste.
Here's George. The three is in.
When we talk about wings in the NBA, George is as good as anyone passing the rock.
To tie it up, and he nails it.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And now the big question, can they sustain the momentum?
The Spurs call time. Here's Kidd. Deflects the pass. For the win. The three is off. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ball game. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. We've got Kawhi Leonard, and it's Olajuwon in at the 5, roaming the paint. Leonard and Davis with the block. Here's Kidd. Here's Jokic. Curry up top. Philadelphia with the ball. To take the lead. Quick 2. Oh, net.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Now Jokic shoots. Deflected. Here's Leonard. It's stolen. Jokic in the post. Touches it off the glass.
I mean, it is amazing to watch Jokic at his size use the handle to create space for his shot.
Well, that is a nice challenge at the rim. Really altered that shot.
Here's the pick. Here's Kidd. George defending. Curry. Cash from downtown.
That takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
And there's enough time on the clock to go for a 2-for-1.
Leonard. Oh, he misses the layup.
Well, the defense was solid right there, but that's just a missed opportunity at the rim.
Now Jokic. Not that time. And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
The whole arena knows they need a 3 to force another overtime.
Leonard inside. Davis on him. Outside George. So it's a narrow victory for the Spurs, pulling out the W. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation. And time now to introduce our player of the game, Stephen Curry.
Cleveland will get the first possession. So with Devont sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Howard is out there with Moses Malone. And it's Andre Kirilenko. Then there's Artest. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
Boy, I tell you, you're right. You can feel this one looking like it's going to be a tight one throughout.
Nice find by Gilgeous-Alexander. He reads the floor so well.
Johnson, the pass to Embiid. It's blocked right out of the air and controls it. SGA against West. Outside Artest. And a wide open look for SGA. And he misses his first shot of the game. And now Allie Lepore says something for us from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I spoke with Cleveland head coach for a bit. The conversation quickly turned to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who coach called a problem. He's fast, he's strong, he's smart with the ball, coach said, so our defense is going to be working overtime to keep up with him, but we will keep up with him. Coach thinks his guys are up for the challenge tonight. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, here's SGA. Pass to Howard. Good ball movement here by the Kings. 6 on the shot clock. Launches a 3. It's good from long range.
Artest looked comfortable letting it fly. He's more than serviceable from the three-point line.
Johnson, the pass to Embiid. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Johnson can't get it to go. And the Kings with possession. Outside Artest. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Hey, you don't often see the quick release from Artest, but that time he showed it to you.
It's been a slow start here for Cleveland. Trailing by 4. West against SGA. And it's West missing.
Give the defense credit there. Normally, that's 2 points.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, here is Artest, defended by West. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Malone sets the pick for Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target with his 3. Here's Johnson, and here's Embiid. He's guarded by Howard. Antetokounmpo against SGA. And stolen by Malone. Bobbed up there for Howard, and taken away by Johnson. Pass to Embiid. And good coming off the assist by Magic Johnson.
Love the confidence from Joel. He gets the ball and knows exactly what he's going to do with it before he gets it.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Magic Johnson picks one up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Kings shooting their first free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
You know, Moses Malone is a true two-way player. He's an outstanding talent on both ends of the floor, able to score in dominating fashion, and really a ferocious rebounder.
And both free throws good for Malone.
When your big man can knock down free throws, that's a bonus for sure.
SGA against West. Chamberlain with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's West. Reverses. Malone with the block. And we reach the end of the first quarter. The Kings lead by 4. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
Chamberlain is out there with Joel Embiid. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then it's Johnson. And it's West in at the two-guard spot. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
Few can make the alley-oop look this easy. Chamberlain barely has to get off the floor at all to punch it down.
And they get it back. And he makes that one. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Pass to Artest. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Wide open shot is on the money.
This is why SGA is a focal point of this offense, because of that ability to score.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Now Johnson. Nothing on the board. Embiid kicks it to West. Just 5 on the clock. Chamberlain trying to get open. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander. Kirilenko against Antetokounmpo. Artest with the ball. He's got 6. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Malone. Wilt Chamberlain with the rebound.
He felt the defense on that attempt. Great rim protection.
Here's West. Drains it from 17 feet out.
And how about the lift West gets on his shot? Leaning back just a touch. Very difficult to contest.
Now here's Malone. Outside Artest. Over West. And it's Artest missing.
Well, with his solid midi game, you expect him to knock that one down.
Johnson, the pass to Embiid. And it's sent back by Howard.
And love seeing Howard rise up and reject shooters. Just a juggernaut on defense.
Malone against Chamberlain. Malone, no luck. Here's West. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And here are the Kings now. Artest the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Artest. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Offensive rebound, and they pick up 2. And the Kings lead by 2.
You know, part of what makes Malone such a good rebounder is his aggressiveness. I mean, and he also has a real nose for the ball.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And so here's Cleveland. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Embiid with the screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to West. Good D by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Screen by Howard. Puts up a 3. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. And here is Antetokounmpo. Here's Chamberlain, and that's the final possession with the nice defense right there. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's Sacramento. They're up by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ron Artest with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
So with Divac sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. We've got Moses Malone. Artest is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander. Then there's Howard. And it's Kirilenko in at the 3. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. A chance here to retake the lead.
You can see the intensity on display here these last few minutes.
Antetokounmpo against Gilgeous-Alexander. Embiid, no good. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for Sacramento. Outside Artest. SGA has screen on West. Artest against West. And it's Artest missing. And here are the Cavaliers now. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Antetokounmpo dishes to Embiid. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
It's almost unbelievable how fluid Embiid is at his size. And his aggressiveness to boot, I mean, that really forces defenses to compromise a bit when they defend him.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
The constant evolution of Embiid's game, really impressive. A credit to his work ethic. He continues to get better, becoming a bigger threat with his improved arsenal.
And Embiid drops them both.
When you send somebody like him to the line, it's pretty much easy money.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Artest the pass to Malone. Here's SGA. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And able to get himself to the line. SGA so crafty inside there to get the contact.
And the first one drops.
Nearly automatic. Gilgeous-Alexander, no slouch from the line.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. The Cavaliers leading. Giannis kicks it to West. Howard against Embiid. Pass to Giannis. Chamberlain a screen. Antetokounmpo finds Embiid. Howard with the steal. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, it's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to with the jab or the pull-up and all that stuff, but it'll still work. Back to you.
You got it, trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. Here's Embiid after Ron Artest's bucket. Good work there as it goes. Embiid's got 4 points in the quarter.
Showing off the superb handles for a 7-footer, Joel Embiid handles that thing tight.
Malone dishes to Artest. Poke loose. West with the steal. 54 seconds left in the third quarter. Embiid against Howard. This is where Embiid wants the ball.
Inside, Embiid has almost too many options. A lot of ways he can get it done.
Pass to Artest. There's the three. And that comes off the assist by SGA. SGA's got 4 assists in the game. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. West outside. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Chamberlain a screen. 6 to shoot. Artest against Antetokounmpo. That shot off. Great D that time from Artest. Pass to SGA. Fires from way outside. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. West is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Joel Embiid. Then there's Chamberlain. And it's Johnson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Now here is Kirilenko. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
Pass to Embiid. Takes it off the glass. Embiid's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Cleveland. Outside, Malone. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. Antetokounmpo against Artest. Good work there as it goes down.
Look, we know Giannis can get it done inside. Defense will have to try much harder to stop him in there.
Howard against Embiid. Here's SGA. And there's the call on Joel Embiid. That is his first foul of the game. West with the steal.
Well, that was a superb read defensively. He jumped right into the passing lane the instant the ball left the passer's hand.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
Yeah, he almost got that one down. I mean, those are the kind of aggressive plays coaches love to see.
That free throw missing.
And you look at all the things this man brings to the game. The focus, the resolve, a winner's mindset. I mean, there's a reason why they call him the logo.
And the second free throw, good. And so the timeout by Rick Adelman here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys, I was able to listen in on the Kings head coach talk to his team during the break. He made it very clear they need to work the ball inside, saying, quote, they haven't blocked a shot yet. Bring the ball to them. Make them defend us down low. Let's see how they take that advice. Back to you.
Thank you, Allie.
For Artest, it's about finding his rhythm, and when he does, he's most effective.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Now, here's Johnson. Embiid fires. The three doesn't go. Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. Outside, Malone. And the three misses. And so Giannis will bring it up for Cleveland. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points. We've got 1:23 left to play in the final quarter. 6 on the shot clock. West down low. Gilgeous-Alexander cover. Does not go. The Kings trail by 3. Strong move off the glass.
Malone is a big-time performer, having no issues with being in the spotlight and coming up with big buckets.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Embiid with a screen on Artest. Outside, Embiid. Off target from outside. Giannis against Kirilenko. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander to take the lead, and the shot will go down.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Seven-second difference, shot and game clock. Artest against Antetokounmpo. West up on top. And it's off.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board. Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game.
Yeah, those free throws make things a little more simpler right now. They just have to guard against the 3-point.
Timeout, Cavaliers. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Misses the 3. And now they foul and stop the clock. Drops the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. And So it's Sacramento who scraped by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. Alongside Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan. And as always, we appreciate you joining us right here tonight on 2K. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Ron Artest.
It's going to be the Spurs off the tip. Let's check out Sacramento's starting lineup. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Howard in at the power forward.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Artest. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Gets an open look and hits it.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
Here's Jokic. Now Curry from the high post. Howard grabs the miss.
Well, that's a miss you can live with. I expect they'll go to it again, especially if the defense continues to concede it.
Here's Artest. Gilmore grabs the miss.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Davis can't hit. Pass to Artest. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. The shot off that time.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
Back to Curry. No one near him. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Curry's got 5.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from there.
Here's Malone, and the call will be against Nikola Jokic. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Jokic on the double team, 6 on the shot clock. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. And so Davis will bring it up for San Antonio. Pass to Kidd. Back to Curry. Jacks up a 3. Connects from downtown. Give him 8.
Yeah, most of the time you assume Curry's 3-ball is falling. That's how good he is.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with the head coach for the Spurs. He said Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is going to be their main focus at the defensive end. And as he put it, Shai's a riddle because he can light it up from outside. He has the speed to get to the hoop, and he knows how to draw the fouls, too. Coach hopes that they stay disciplined and they can keep SGA off the line. Back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pass to Howard. Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Here's Kirilenko. Takes the 3. And once again, off the mark by Sacramento. Kidd, the pass to Curry. Here's Kidd. Back to Curry from outside the arc. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Here's Malone. Sacramento passing it around. And he's all alone. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for your Spurs, Jason Kidd. 1 shot.
And that one misses. Kings trail by 11. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter. Pass to Malone. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 on the clock to stop the drought. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Nikola Jokic.
Yeah, what's special about Gilgeous-Alexander is how shifty he is, which also makes it so tough on defenses.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game. The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Here's Kidd. SGA covering. Pass to Davis. Launches it, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching. A perfect game plan.
Stephen Curry getting it done for... We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
On the court for the Kings, second quarter underway. We've got Dwight Howard, and it's Kirilenko in at the three, small forward. Back to Curry. The three is up. Offensive board. Great positioning on the putback.
Staying active. Jokic is one of the best offensive rebounders in the game.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. Artest can't get it to go. San Antonio leading by 12. Jokic passes to Kidd. Here's Gilmore, guarded by Howard. Outside Curry, fires the three. Nope, 4 for 7 now.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Artest. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Artest has got his first 3 points of the game. Here's Gilmore. Now here's Curry. That won't go either for Curry. Outside, SGA. Pass to Malone. Here's Artest. Hits the jump hook. Artest has got 5 points now this quarter.
Now that was a clever adjustment. That was a tough shot.
Well, you've got to be creative when you're up against a bigger defender.
Here's Gilmore. He's scoreless. Falls back and drains a fadeaway J.
Yeah, he has a really nice feel from that spot, and the size gives him a clear advantage.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Pass to Artest. Gilgeous-Alexander against Davis. Just 5 to shoot. And Davis with the block.
No chance. Davis just too much to handle on the defensive side.
Here's Gilmore. Curry passes to Jokic. And they double up Jokic. San Antonio moving the ball around. Davis misses. Kings trail by 9. Here's Kirilenko. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
Well, that's exactly what's needed when you're trying to turn things around.
And he gets that one. Curry's got 13 now.
Well, guys, I'm happy I'm not guarding Steph right now. On nights like tonight, Curry can do no wrong.
Pass to Artest. Howard with a screen on Davis. And they'll get another chance. Kirilenko. Soft touch off the glass. 7 points in the game.
Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Here's Kidd to the paint. Jokic, no good.
Well, that's the look he wanted, but the defense doing just enough to impact that shot.
And so the San Antonio Spurs closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. More 2K action in just a moment. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
We've got Anthony Davis. Nikola Jokic is out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Kidd in at the 1. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Spurs lead by 7. Curry passes to Kidd. Here's Gilmore to the middle. It's stolen by Howard. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Inside. Here's Artest. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Artest has got 7.
Well, the players will say, mouse in the house. Great job to use his size to expose the smaller defender inside.
And a deep 3 from Curry. The rebound by Malone. Malone's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Howard. Here's Artest. He's covered by Curry. Here's Malone. Outside, SGA. Shot clock at 6. From deep 3-point land. San Antonio with a rebound. Gilmore's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Curry. Shot is up. Oh, another basket for him. He's 6 of 11 now.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
And the Kings call time here. And as the coaches draw up their strategies, the players staying hydrated with some Gatorade. That's key to keeping them at their best all the way up to the buzzer.
It really is. And every one of those players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and it comes off the front of the rim.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:33 left in the 3rd quarter. Pass to Artest. Shoots over Davis. Artest can't get it to go.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's the look they want. It's tough working the mid-range area.
Yep, that one's good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Spurs lead by 11. Outside Curry. Pass to Kidd. Back to Curry. Fires for 3. Curry splashing one down from 3.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
SGA, he's open. Oh, he finds himself wide open and drills it. SGA's got 5.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. It's stolen by Howard. Here's SGA. And the shot falls short that time. And here's Davis. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here's Kidd. Pass to Jokic. And rejected. And so it's San Antonio now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. All right, a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the 4th quarter. They've got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Kirilenko in at the 3. Here's Kirilenko. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Artest. It's a 3-pointer.
Yeah, the guard instincts of Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, fantastic work dishing the rock to uncover teammates.
Pass to Gilmore. Rebound by Sacramento. Malone's got 6 rebounds in the game. A nice shot by Artest.
Nice dribble move to get to the hoop for an easy 2.
San Antonio leading by 7. Curry surveys. Here's Kidd. Outside Curry. Oh, he needed it, and he got it.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
Yeah, they've also done a great job of running. Attacking when they get the chance, always a great idea.
Spurs lead by 6. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Now Curry jacks up a 3. The 3 ball is down.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Here's SGA following that last 3-pointer by San Antonio. And yes, sir, matching 3-pointers. Wow.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Curry. And Curry answers with a 3 of his own.
Well, it seems like he's making everything. Nothing makes a coach happier than seeing your offense play.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. The Spurs call time.
Timeout Spurs.
chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to hear the Spurs coach going over their plan during the break. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Thank you for that, Allie. A minute 29 left in the fourth quarter. Curry with it. Here's Kidd. Pulls the trigger. Oh, a perfect jumper.
Tonight, their attack revolves around him. As he goes, so goes the offense.
Now SGA. Tries it from 16. Oh, the shot is off. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Curry. Got a hand on it. And they get it back. Jokic. Goes again. Here's Kirilenko. He's covered by Curry. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one. Now here's Curry. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Now here's Curry.
And creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
So we see the Spurs taking the W here. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. We hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.